much just a deluxe scooter. When I'm watching a lot of reviews, you hear a lot of the reviewers saying that they should have this and have that. Yeah, the scooter seems to have it all. I mean, just starting here with the connectors here. Look, if something goes wrong, you'll see. Look at these connectors. It comes off, and you can replace the part. Place this here without having to worry about the wires having to trace the whole wire through. And then another deluxe feature here, like I said, I mentioned the lights, but check this out, the battery cover here. See, check this out. The other ones have the little rubber guard, but this, look, it's a little magnet there. They were real thoughtful in protecting the charging port there. All right, it has this here. Make sure you do have that locked in place when you ride. But yeah, look. One thing I did notice real quick, I'm gonna mention it right now. This light seems to be kind of weak. I don't know if there's an adjustment on a display on that, and also the e-brakes. I still haven't been able to figure it out yet. First to turn it on, but it seems like it's just all disc brakes so far. So I'm gonna look into that on the manual. It doesn't really show the settings and to make any changes. So I've looked on the review. It tells you a little bit, but not a whole lot of options, I think, on the settings there. But let's see. Yeah, that's it. And they did mention that there might be a button for the LED somewhere to change it where it's like a different mode, but I don't see that either. So I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, so that's it. What other deluxe thing? Like I said, the shocks, the air tires, the brakes light, and you get the cool LEDs. Check it out. Get the pulse stuff. Can't really control this; it just does it all by itself. But I could have sworn I read somewhere there's a button under the deck. Let me just put it down real quick here. Just take a close look now. What's underneath here? I do not see a button. There's no button. Alright, but yeah, someone asked about removing the chair. They could get closer over here, but it looks like, yeah, you can just remove this bolt here. I've seen on a picture somewhere where a person did remove it. You can remove this piece if you don't like this here, but tell you what, I wouldn't. It's real nice cupboard feeling there. Alright, that's it. But yeah, first impression on the scooter, really well built. Well built. I'm going to show you later. I'm going to pick it up and just let you show you how it bounces. But let me see if I can just pick up just the front here. See what kind of noise we get. Look at that. See that solid thud? Alright. Alright, so let's start with the handlebars here. What are all the cool features we have here? Well, handlebars with the grip. One thing I did notice, it's a bit kind of loose here. Kind of moves around a bit. It's a bolt there, tighten it up, but it'll only lock this in place. But so it's a little bit of movement there. So that's only a little minus there with that, but everything else is great up here. Locks here. Look at this, nice and tight. Nice and tight there. No, so no wiggle. Yeah, no wiggle there. And it does have a key ignition. So this is a safety feature. So this way, if you got kids around younger that you don't want them taking off with these, take that off and they won't be able to start at all. Or if you're running inside a store real quick, chain it up. At least you won't have anybody turning on the power and messing with it. Alright, so the other thing here is yeah, you get dual brakes here. You're gonna have to adjust the brakes when you first get them. When I first had it, the wheel up front, which is still scraping along the brake pad and also the back slightly. So you have to make a little bit of adjustments there. I'll show you that on the next clip. Alright, so I've already made an adjustment a little bit on top. It is spinning a bit more, but yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, if I would spin it, it would just really lock up right away. So I'd have just gotten, yeah, it would do that like that. Alright, so now, so just these two bolts right here. I've already adjusted the top. I didn't want to adjust it again because I got it in a nice spot now. But yeah, so you just gotta adjust, pull it out a little bit, make the adjustments here. Alright, so after making the adjustment, check it out. Yeah, it was not spinning like this when I got it, so it might have just gotten pressed in a bit. But yeah, expect this. Get to know your brakes, know how to make adjustments, so if it ever goes out of line, at least you know how to do it now. Up here, these two bolts here. All right. So here you have your horn. Nice friendly horn sound. Your turn signals here. So right above here you got the on and off switch for the lights. So the light doesn't seem to be as bright as I expected, and but yeah, that the light controls the LED. Yeah, check out those nice pulsating lights. If you have the lights on and then the LED lights, it's hard for them to really notice that you're turning left, right, because it looks like it's part of the LED display there. Yeah, so having them both on will confuse drivers, so you don't have to turn off the, there it is. So you keep the signal lights on, it shuts off the LED lights, the LED display there. So my suggestion is to get yourself another auxiliary light, another headlight here, and also the one that you can just easily get. They're really cheap. Add on a red light here that stays on. Since you'll be turning off the LED lights, you know, I turn on the LED lights here and there. I flash it on when I'm certain areas, but if I'm going to be like turning, I'll make sure to turn this off. I was downstairs getting ready to do some acceleration tests. Started riding around and realized like something's scraping along the brakes, just like something's wrong. Realized that the tire's flat, but yeah, you can tell that even before you take it out, that already the tire's wide. It lost its curve right here. Okay, but yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking it's this piece right here. It's like a thorn. So let me do this. Let's see what. So this is one of the downside about having air tires. Is you're susceptible to flat, to something even simple as this little thorn here on the road. Cause that flat right there. Oh, I have it. Check this out. Seems that easy to remove too. Look, once there's no air, oh look, I can move it with my hand. Maybe it's not so bad to hide patches up. You know, I got tools to do that, but first I'm just gonna try this with this line, see how that works. There's a valve. There's a thing here. Remove the valve stem. I'm gonna put about this much, just a little bit. Recording. Flow. I see that's good right there. much is eyeball there, but yeah. All right, so we just put some sealant in there, the holes right here. I'm gonna aim it downwards and let some of that sealant just kind of work itself down there. Here we go. So I'm just gonna compare the firmness to the other one. Alright, so it doesn't take long to pump up the air. Let's give it a little bit more there. So I felt the firmness with the other tire from how it came in. Looks like it's right under 30. But I'm just gonna keep it just that. I hear people have it putting it on 45 and all. I don't know about that. But let me see if I can squeeze the side, see if I can get some air out. Look at that. So if you do hit that. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, what's the other pump earlier? Look what it did to the one that clamps. I don't know if you can see that, but look at the valve stand. It stripped this part. So don't use the ones that pinch in. That's what I had earlier. I just wanted to pump some air to get the thorn out. But yeah, it damaged it. So you get these ones right here that you could just twist around. Pump air. There it is. Alright, so I'm gonna spin it back to where the hole was. There's the hole right here. That's where it is. So far I don't hear anything. Seems like it's holding air. Alright. So really it didn't take that long to put the slime. It's easy to remove the valve cover, the valve stem, and just pour some slime in there. And then wipe it, put it back. Put some air, and there it is. We got us a long, straight, flat road right up ahead. Let's see what kind of top speed we're gonna get. We got 52.9 volts. All right, here we go. All right, so gear 1 goes to 8 miles per hour. Gear 2, 16, 17 miles per hour. Now I'm on gear 3. Alright, 30 miles per hour, here we come. Alright, so one more time. Let's see what top speed we can get here. Miles per hour, 19, 20, 21, 22. So around this part right here, 22, 23 miles per hour, 24 miles per hour. This is pretty much where it holds steady for my weight and plus the wind going back. But yeah, like I said, the top speed it shows on here with me lifting it up is 27 miles, so it's good. Yeah, I can really definitely feel like I'm going fast. Yeah, it would be scary if I were to suddenly just fall off the scooter and slide away. So yeah, I mean, anything faster than that, whether you're physically fit to handle such falls. But yeah, this is real good here. Plenty of speed, nice couple by. Look at that. It's just getting up. So it held steady for me at 24 miles per hour down here. I guess that's pretty much, that makes sense really, because if I lift up, like I said, if I lift up the back tire of this thing and you look at the speedometer here, it's gonna say, I gotta tilt it down, 27 miles per hour. It's your top speed, okay? All right, here's the speed test. Gotta find out the truth. Where they go? 20 miles per hour. About that. Here's a bit of an incline. Right now I'm going, let's say about almost 20 miles per hour. To me, I think the throttle speed is pretty accurate, because when I was measuring this the GPS on my car at 25 miles per hour, it was registering 23 miles per hour on this right here. Over to the side over here. Alright. Push on the white. 22 miles per hour. Fat tires. Bumps there. No rallying sound. Alright, this is what I got. 17.2 miles, 39.9 volt, battery's blinking. Brakes worked really well. When they said they stopped, if you've ridden bicycles before, pretty much they stop the same speed with the rubber tires, even with the tires. And then yeah, this has cruise control mode. Right now it's on. Just really take this to the beach park.